Hello and welcome back to SJ Cartier Limited Convos. And today the big topic on my head is do we employ the wrong people to do the wrong jobs? Because today I was watching this morning and I saw some footage from the care homes that was quite distressing for me to watch. And it was like, for me, I'm thinking, who were the people that employed these people? Not only was I looking at the acts that they were doing as disgusting, immoral, unrespectful to elderlies, to human race, to other people's parents, brothers, sisters. Some of the things I saw are things that, like 5, 10 years ago, I feel like the same notion was that putting your elderly people into care homes is not a safe place to be, because the people in these care homes have no respect for these elderly as if they were their parents, for example. So for me, when I'm looking at the same thing happening like 5, 10 years later, I'm thinking, why are these people in these roles allowed to do this, for starters? Not what's the word, vetted correctly to understand this person's actual personality and nature, and also what is going on with the other people that are standing there watching someone do this. So we don't also have the people causing the stress. We have people actually watching these people cause stress and actually not doing anything. And there's multiple, as I say, a lot of things I talk about on SJ Cartier Limited Convos. I'm going to show you how I look at it from my mindset and my point of view. So with this now, for the last year I was looking for a job to do certain kind of roles that were kind of for me to help and give back to communities in some way. The last job the job that I just got found out I wasn't able to do was actually a passenger support for disabled and vulnerable children and adults. In the end, they denied me because of my DBS showed no violence to anyone of any kind of disabilities, no violence to anyone of um, it never showed nothing to, it never showed nothing where anyone who is vulnerable should be at risk. But I'm not able to do that job. Yeah. And I'm not saying anything with the people that have got that job, but then I also look at a lot of the jobs I have applied for previous to that, whereas I'm trying to be a mentor for either young children or adults who have either come out of jail or have got some kind of no family backgrounds, or even drug habits, or any kind of reason why they don't have their own home at this moment in time. And when I'm looking at the people that are employing me, and wait, let me stop. I'm even going to point out that I applied for cleaning roles. I applied for um, a variety of roles that, for my ability and my qualifications, even, it's just below me. But I still applied, knowing the jobs that are actually for me and for my capabilities, they ain't going to employ me. Why? Because I look a certain way, or I may seem a certain type of person. And then when I'm looking at a lot of people in these roles, I'm looking at them and I'm looking how they're treating their customers, or their how do we call them, their whoever they're supposed to be in control of. They're treating these people with just not the way I would, with no respect to morals. And I'm thinking, so wait, so when I judge these circumstances and I look at it, you employed this person who is actually not willing to take care of them, not willing to do the job, not turning up on time, showing blatant disrespect to the product or the person or the service that they are actually doing. And then I look at it with my business the same way. I see a lot of businesses that are a lot bigger than me, a lot more successful than me, but their actual business standards is actually below my business standards. And I think, wow, is this what we actually come to now, that we actually settle for less even though we know we deserve better? So when I'm watching this care home, I'm thinking, how many people applied for these roles, and what made these people all around the country end up in these roles and doing almost the same thing? And then I'm thinking, wow, there's a lot of people out there that would actually respect their elders and actually take care of these elderly people and make sure they come to no harm, that are sitting at home on job centre and universal credit. Then I look at a lot of things like, because that kind of bothered me to the point of it's morally wrong. But then it also opened my mind, as I say, to the fact of a lot of people are going to their jobs of work of place and they are not up to scratch in that work of place. And I look at them and think, that could be me. And I think sometimes you phone people even on the phone lines and you're thinking your telephone manner is not up to scratch for what you should be for that company. So it's kind of like, who are we actually employing and who are we giving our money to? Because we're actually employing and we pay for these people to work and take care of elderly patients, elderly people. And this could be in a nurse's home, this could be in the hospital, this could be your children at school, this could be your local shopkeepers, this could be a lot of variety of places that we go to day, and people use services regularly, and we are not getting the service that we should expect as customers. Because although you may not see the elderly people as customers, they actually are their customers, because without the elderly people in the care home, there's no wage for them to actually get paid. So everybody in that care home makes money for the staff. So they are actually your customers. And this is just understanding like business, like all businesses have a recipient and a supplier. So whether that's you're supplying a care service, whether that's you're supplying a product, whether that's you're supplying a service, whether that's you're supplying whatever you're supplying, there's a supplier and a recipient. And if these suppliers aren't doing what they are supposed to do, why are they still in these roles and why are we allowing it? So yeah, it's just a quick one, but it's quite of annoyance that when I'm watching this morning, I'm seeing these things in care homes. It makes me quite angry to think that these things are happening, and it really makes me um, mind what I say, but really makes me think I would love to be at this care home with these people and happen to just see this happening because it wouldn't be the same way for them, a vulnerable person, for me. So yeah, I'm quite annoyed, and I'm quite in that mindset now where it's opened my mind again at who do we actually employ to do our jobs, and can they do it correctly? So yeah, quick one today with SJ Cartier Limited Convos. A little bit for us to think about, and good day, and I hope you have a